Hello, this is Chris, the game dev, and welcome to another devlog. Today I want to show you what I've done. I have made some things locked in arena mode, and you have to play the game, and as you progress, you're going to unlock certain things. So at this moment, everything is locked. It was sort of a game mechanic I had from the initial idea. It's sort of like when you play Super Smash Bros. You have to play to unlock more characters. That's sort of the idea. So as you can see, a lot of stuff is locked, and by simply playing the game, you're gonna gain unlocks and it will reflect it in arena mode. So let's go test it out. And starting with Shelly 1, you know the drill. And of course, I'm also gonna be making sure that everything's okay. I did implement a new explosions equals flying up in the air jump mechanic. And you will find that once I get the explosion unlock. But for now, let's just do a quick little hustle here. And first level is very easy, and I'm probably going to beat it in no time. Let's go. And just one more hit, and we're done the level. Let's do an axe. Bam, and done. Record time right there, maybe. Where did it go? Okay, there we go. 35 seconds. Good stuff. Alrighty. So now I'm going to select rockets. So this should be reflected in the game if I go to arena mode. So rockets will now be unlocked because I selected them. Alrighty, let's go. Level 2, Shelly 2. And what else was I going to say? That other than the rockets exploding, some minor bug fixes, the game is pretty much the same. It actually took me a while to make the unlocks and locked feature in arena mode because I had to make a bunch of variables. The variables were like keeping track of the things that you've unlocked, but also the levels that you played because the enemies will be unlocked as well. So if you defeat Shelly 2, you get to face Shelly 2 in arena mode. You beat Potato Man, you get to face Potato Man in arena mode. That's sort of how it works, but I needed a way to like keep track of all that. So it was like a solid, I want to say almost 2 days of work. Yeah, not 2 full days, but 2 days of like, grinding at it. Oh, and we got, oh yeah, so if you beat this level, minions will be unlocked as well. So again, yeah, it was just a lot of like variables to take care of. I'm going to just destroy the minion base. Did it? Oh, damn it. Didn't go far enough. Okay. And I died. That's why I wanted to destroy the minion base. It's okay. Testing out the game, as always. It's fun. And another thing, too, is that I'm currently still working on the next level after the server level. So we will see that progress. And I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm just gonna wait till, okay, by doing that, I now destroyed the, oh, shit. I almost got hit by the, so now the minions won't spawn anymore. And I'm gonna select the cube, it's gonna change everything. I think it has 6 different colors it could change to. It doesn't do anything other than that, I just thought it was interesting to give the world an interesting look. There probably will be a Steam achievement and also a hidden level somewhere in that room that you'll have to access somehow. Of course, what I'm going to do is I want to complete the game first, and then I'm going to go back and put a bunch of hidden stuff in it. So, but the main goal is like, see, rocket jumping's now in it. The first goal is to complete the game. And I really hope I can finish this game in a timely manner, which would be, okay, where are you? Come on, bring it on. A timely manner, meaning November 5th or 4th, something like that. I'm sort of like, I need to finish a bunch of levels, add some new enemies, add some new items, add a bunch of environmental hazards, because I so far only have one in this, in the demo version, and one, my gosh, that was sweet. I've one environmental hazard in the demo version, and I'm going to select Maze Destroyer because I want to experiment with the explosive flying nature of it. Yeah, and then I have the bouncing, what do they call glitch balls, which are going to be in the newer level. But other than that, those are all the environmental hazards so far. Let's go and defeat Shelly 3. Bring it on. Oh yeah, that's new. The falling tower of light when an item's gonna be, or when so much fun. Yeah, so there's a bit of a tower of light to indicate where the meteor is going to land. The meteor, of course, is a new item. Or no, is not a new item, but a new environmental hazard with a new attribute. See, that's the one thing I like about the axe. Oh, one thing I need to fix about the axe, I just noticed now, if you're moving forward and you throw an axe, it kind of deflects and bounces weird, so I need to fix that. And let's go for a jump. Yeah. That's really cool. I hope it doesn't break the game. Maybe it will. I've also noticed, oh gosh, that there's a bit of a glitch too when you, what's it called? Sometimes the crossbow will collide into something and the bolt will go missing. You pick it up without a bolt, so I've noticed that to be an issue as well. Sweet. That was good timing as well. Minute 32 seconds. Maybe I could have done better. But yeah, there's little bugs here and there that I need to iron out, but things are progressing pretty good so far. So this will be the first time the maze bomb that destroys the stuff around it, which I thought was an interesting way to progress to the next level, but now it has the attribute that it will send me flying, so hopefully I don't fly out of the map. We'll see. Nope. I'm good. All right. But now I gotta pick something up, drop it there, and let's go next level. Woo, just did a little 360. Okay. Sweet. Everything's looking so far. Hopefully, when I defeat the server level, I can go back and check arena mode, and I have a bunch of unlocks. You know what? Maybe it'll be better to do it now, just to check. So arena mode. So I should have, yeah, Shelly 2 unlocked, Shelly 3 unlocked. Looking good. Minions unlocked. Hey, look, it's working so far. And if I go to item select, axe, crossbow, rockets. Yes. Item finder, landmine. Perfect. It's working out great so far. Oh, meteor. Yeah. Good, good, good. Awesome. And everything that's locked for the demo, there's only going to be about half the items, half the weapons, and only one environmental hazard. But in the full game, you'll have a whole bunch. And I might add more than just, I think it's 10, right? Yeah, it's 10. So yeah, and if you go back, and maybe I'll just play Shelly again to show you, because I have unlocked 3 out of 6. So if I were to play again, and then unlock the other stuff, they should appear in arena mode. But I'm very glad to see that that they're unlocked. So yeah, I'll just play a little bit more. Oh, that was a miss. Damn. And the cool thing too is that when you replay, it's not going to be the exact same either. You know why? Look, that wasn't spawning before. So the items that you unlock will reflect in the newer levels, which is fun. Sweet. Look at that, jumping up and having fun. Okay, so 40 seconds. Bombs. So now by selecting bombs, arena mode should also have it selected as well. And now I have both unlocks. I have always intended the game to be like that. It's even like written on the Steam page. The Steam page says, unlock all stuff by blah, blah, blah. So yeah, see the mines are here as well. Wicked. Very glad to see the unlocks working thus far. Let's go. Whoa. I actually, when I threw the mine, I totally forgot that that happens. So I can't wait for people to try the demo and have that explosive flying. I think it's pretty interesting and fun. And I cannot wait. So now unlock the item finder in arena mode because I beat that. I cannot wait for people to try the new demo out. Woo! It's gonna be good. It's gonna be some good times, just saying. And I'm really excited for the future as well, because this game is a gateway into a new type of games for me, because now I'm not afraid of making, because I wouldn't say afraid, but before I was very into making games that were more, how can I say, I didn't really like the idea of having to balance games constantly. So when you have when you make like an RPG, balance is something really hard to get into. But after playing this game and understanding that balance isn't something you have to be, completely shied away from. Because in the Indigo Peril, there are some action sequences that needed balance, and there's of course there was balance in that game, but nothing like this. This game has been a complete and utter balancing act in so many ways. And I'm now more comfortable with making games that might have more action in it. Damn it. I don't know where she came from. Yeah, no, I'm not afraid of making games that have a bit more action in it, and games that are might have to have, some playtesting, some balance, and stuff like that. Like the most recent example of balance I've had to deal with is 100% the server level. The server level has some interesting balance things going on, because it was, how did that happen? There's no way Shelly was that close. I wonder if that was a bug. Maybe. Let me try that again. Unless Shelly just came out of nowhere, I'm pretty sure that... Come on, can I push it? Oh, no. Okay, that made sense. That made sense. Wow, and also another thing too I should mention is the more times you die in the game, the easier it becomes. So if you die a bunch of times, certain elements of the game will change, and the maze will change too. So the maze will become less dense, and or more dense depending on what's quote easier, and also the whatchamacallit, the speed of, oh look, I jumped up on top of here. I don't think this is game breaking. The speed of the enemies will change as well, and the spawn rate of the minions will change. So all those variables will change depending on how many times you die. Oh, and the amount of hits that the boss will take. When I say boss, I mean the main next spot sort of enemy. Okay, so we're pretty much back where we were left, maze blocker. So now I should have 6 out of 6 unlocks for the first 3 levels. And now if I beat this level, I should have a new next spot, which is the Potato Man, a new level, which is this, I think I'm calling it reactor, fusion reaction, fusion. I think I'm gonna change the title officially to fusion reactor as the level instead of reaction. I don't know what I'm thinking half the time when I name stuff. I just feel like you have to give something a name, and I'm just ugh. I know a lot of the times in literature and TV shows and movies, you give things names that mean something. So if you have I don't know, you call something Apollo because of some sort of Greek mythological element that's character driven. It's all very rad stuff, but for me, I'm just bro, I just want to get this named and over with. Boom! Fun stuff. I do appreciate, a good naming convention here and there, but I also want to just get some stuff done. I mean, I guess the title of the work itself, I think, is important, which I do put effort into. The Indigo Parallel was, I think, a nice title for what the game is. Absolute Insanity, I think, is a good way to put it, because especially what you guys are watching now is very early in development. Everything that we've seen so far is just the demo. Later on in the game, it's gonna get wacky, a lot. It's gonna get a lot crazier than what it is already. And I don't wanna give away too much, but I'm gonna say right now that it's gonna be crazy. Unexpected items, unexpected, like everything that has been shown so far is pretty like, I don't know, kind of run-of-the-mill stuff, crossbow and stuff. Like, I have some plans for some items which are gonna be like, what? How is that an item? And it's gonna be kind of funny, and it's gonna be absolutely insane, which is why the title of the game is that. And also the ending, of course, I need to work on too, because the story isn't very much in development as well. There is a story to the game. Just want you guys to know. That's so much fun. I love doing that. I've been debating on making an intro cutscene, just very quick, that kind of gives the sort of idea of what the game is going to be about. But still working on it. Still working on concepts and stuff like that. But my game after this, which I've broken story, and what else have I done? The next game is going to be story driven, 100% story driven. So it'll be exciting. It'll be a change of pace. I remember I said in the previous game that, or the previous video I made about the absolute insanity, I said something along the lines of like, people think I might only be a developer that can do one thing, which is like LSD Dream Emulator, Stanley Parable type of stuff. And I'm going to show them my take on a story-driven, game. That's all the information I'm going to give for now, because it's, again, very much in development. A lot of things can change. But the only thing I will say is that the next game is going to be shorter, story-driven. If it's for free, I haven't decided if it's going to be for free or for sale. If it's for sale, it's going to be very cheap. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Well, I want it to be good, but I do not want to spend like 2 years on it or something. It's going to be short and sweet, quick, and yeah. It's so just by defeating that and going to the next level, I'm going to unlock some new things for arena mode. And yeah, the next game, I'm always like thinking ahead, right? So like after finishing the Indigo Parallel, I was always thinking what the next game would be, and I realized I would need to upgrade the engine, and I would need to do a whole bunch of other stuff before I can even think about the game. So let's do shotgun. All right. I'm now going to test out what has been unlocked in arena mode. So yeah, Potato Man's here. The facility fusion reactions here. New level. If I go to item select, we have bombs, rockets, shotgun, which is good, and maze destroyer, item finder, and maze blocker. So far it looks good. I just have to test the server level, which will allow me to get a new level, which would be the server room or server level, something like that, and the new cyber potato guy. So I think I'm done because everything looks good so far. I'm going to test those, off camera, and yeah, everything's looking good. And thank you very much for watching this devlog. I think this is an important one because of the lock and unlock feature. I think it's something important to document and let the people know that it's a thing and get some feedback on it, because maybe some people are just like, no, I want everything unlocked from the start, and you can go, F yourself. Not that harsh, but you know what I mean. All right. Thank you very much for watching another video. And please, if you haven't already, wishlist Absolute Insanity. It will, it would help me out so much. If you wishlist the game right here, boom, it will make me a very, very happy developer. And thanks for watching. Peace out.